after all the madness, we are back to civilization, roads, normal roads. So it was like we reached that location maybe around 9:30 and now it's 12 o'clock. So from 9:30 to 12 o'clock, this is what happened. And the footage may not justify what exactly happened. So you'll have to kind of make it 10x to realize what actually happened there and what agony and pain we were going through. And pushing those motorcycles in steep is not fun. Around this place we have that coffee, what is that called? Suvarna Coffee Gudda or something, coffee club, which is a brilliant place. So we're going there now. We need some kind of food and energy. So let's go there, get into some civilization and rest for some time. And then head towards Chikmagalur. So what initial idea was go towards Bhadra forest and then go to homestay. But then I think that looks kind of a little tough now. Instead what we're going to do is we are directly going to the homestay, take some rest and then plan our day. For now this has been like one crazy hell of a ride. We are here at the Suvarna Coffee Club. You get the best Maggie ever in the world in this particular place. So we've stopped here before heading to Chikmagalur. We have some more time and kilometers to cover. So we wanted to take a mid-break after all that action which happened. We will take a break now. So this is possibly the best Maggie that you can have ever, and this is at the Suvarna Coffee Club on our way from Kalasa to Chikmagalur, and this is a must-have stop every time we come here. So we personally came here, and it costed a clutch plate of experts. And thanks to Uju. So this is probably one of the most costliest Maggie we've had so far. Only for him. Only for him. And he's calling the RSA for support. Yeah, we've parked the vehicle back in Samse itself, 3 kilometers before Samse, at one of the localite, and they were kind enough to accommodate the motorcycle there and helpful. And now, yeah, they gave us Ballu too. There's this accident which has happened, and a Brezza car has just come all the way from there, got into this, and check that out. It's gone and landed there. Man. Oh. Check that out. It is crazy. Oh, so he's hit this, he's hit there and then crashed there. Check this out. Dangerous. So the car accident was quite scary. Last night is what that incident happened. The car just came in. It was a corner. It just came in and rammed inside. I don't know. It's quite visible as a corner. Oh, that's freaking. I can't even imagine what would have happened to the driver and if there was a pillion and people around. So this is towards Mudigere now, and check out this scenery around. Beautiful greenery around, nice tall canopy trees, and the roads are well done. Beautiful. But the roads just before this couple of kilometers was really bad. Horrible roads. I didn't even bother to record. It was full of potholes. But then here it's just fantastic, and the weather also is very pleasant for a ride. And they've freshly laid out the roads, so that's why it's good fun to ride as well. And just to see that brown and green combination is just too soothing towards the eyes. We're about 15 kilometers away from the property, and like literally exhausted. We are literally exhausted, need some rest, and maybe after that the best thing is to do is go towards the falls, and let's see, we'll plan what to do. Yes, thank you. Yes, good info.
Right grid call exited.
So there's oil around the corners when we take turns. Somebody might have dropped it, or some car might have had dropped it, but now it's not there anymore. But the last couple of steep curves had oil patches on the side, which is very, very dangerous. And one of our last ride, which was towards Coorg, Kiran had the same issue. He was just coming in a nice sweet corner, just about leaning to get into the corner, and then there was diesel or some oil leftovers on the road, and the minute his rear tire touched it, it just had a crash. So that's why we're being a little careful, and thanks to the Blue Armor C30, all of us are connected, so we are able to inform each other. So currently Kirtan is leading and I'm tailing, so that way we are able to communicate to each other and just give information. So it's about another maybe 13-12 kilometers now towards the venue. It's been a long day, pretty long day, and we haven't had our lunch yet. So good, we had a good snack break near Kalsa. The Maggie break was the much needed, and good we had that, because of which we have been able to sustain all this while. Otherwise by now we would have been famished, and I would have started getting a light headache and migraine. But because we had some food there, it's helped me sustain myself all this while. And now we're just getting through the woods. So this particular property, Betadahu, is actually situated in between mountains. It's like a bowl, and the property is in the center, and so around the property you have the mountain ranges, and you can have a good view of that mountain ranges as well. And that's how the entire property is built. And I don't know why that we are feeling that no matter how much we are riding, we still haven't reached the venue. It's also because that we wasted a lot of time this morning, when we had an issue with the motorcycle. From 9:30 to almost 12:30, we were just behind getting it fixed and trying to work around it, which didn't really help us much. And then we decided, no, we'll just park the motorcycle at that junction, and then we'll continue the ride, because or else we would have been still there itself and without any results. But now luckily we've started, and it's almost evening now. I think it's almost 3:30, 3:40. So we'll go to the venue and then have food. So if you guys remember the property when we had been to the last time, which was Tanaria, so this particular property is just opposite to that mountain. So we were at point A, Tanaria, and then there's this mountain. Bang opposite to that is Betadahu. So yeah, it's just one mountain away, but then two different opposite sides that you'll get to see. Now we are back again into the forest zone. This is Bhadra Reserve Forest. safari zone, I believe. That's why you're allowed to kind of ride here. And when you have a good, well paved road like this with proper marking and everything, and the scenic beauty like this, it's just beautiful to look at and ride around. Peaceful. The weather here is getting much better. It's not as warm as it was an hour back at least, and we've also climbed quite a altitude from where we were, so that way it's a nice ride. And love this nice curvy ride. So Ram Mohan had stopped, so I just wanted to make sure we're all in the same line and same grid. So this is Muttodi forest. Okay, sorry, my bad. I probably said Bhadra forest. No, this is the Muttodi forest range. So when we entered, there was a big dwara which I didn't actually see. So what you see around is all the Muttodi forest. We are actually driving in between Muttodi forest range. And this is probably where you can get a safari for yourself and all of that. Huh? Restricted open. Aar panditharu. Pole. So Kirtan was just a little worried that if this is a restricted area, no, so I said just to continue and go towards the property. ಕೀರ್ತನ 800ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡ. ಅವನು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ, ನಾನು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲರದು. Just give him a go ahead. Perfect.
Right grid call exited.
So you see there, so Kirtan is leading, and then you see the nice line, a disciplined line. So we are about 8 kilometers away from the property now, and you have to cross Muttodi forest to get inside this place. Just check this out, it's such amazing view. Look at that, symmetric trees,